Hello my people, you are welcome to Vsmdesigns. Today I am going to teach you how to make this beautiful outfit on your screen. Without much ado, let's go straight to the table. Meanwhile, subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you will be the first to be notified. If you are watching on Facebook, follow me, like this video, drop a comment and share it widely. Now we are on the table. The very first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric and cut out more than what you need, more than the chest measurement of the outfit, because you are going to need more allowance because of the pleats that we are going to build. This is the chest of the material of the outfit. That's what I just marked there. Now I am going to make another mark here and another mark here, and I still have enough allowance left. I am repeating the same marking. I am using 4 inches here based on the chest I am making use of, because this thing is going to have 5 pleats in total. The first one will be where I folded it, which is the center, while the other 2 will be the places I just marked, and I am going to make a notch that place so that where I have my notch will be the same at the reverse side of it. So I am going to hold the 2 notches at the 2 ends and I am going to fold it this way, and after folding it I am going to iron it down to make sure that I have a crease, or I have what we call ghetto, that very place. You can see the very first one, the place I folded it, which is the center, is already very visible. So in the same way, I am going to hold on to the 2 notches and form a crease on that place as well. That is the 3rd one. And the 4th one, which is the other side of the outfit, I am going to fold it the same way I did on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd one, and I will do the same on the last one, which is the 5th one. So make sure that you do it this way. Make sure that the creases or the lines are very visible enough, and remember, you are doing this at the front of the material, which is the good side of the material. That is where you are forming these creases or these lines or these ghettos. Now this is what we have when we open it. The chest of this outfit is going to be 41 inches, and when you measure 41 inches, you can see that we still have allowance by the sides. Now we are on the machine. We are going to run threads. Remember, we are running this thread at the good side of the fabric. So you are going to make sure that all the threads you are going to run will be uniform. Whatever allowance you are giving on this very first one, you must maintain that same allowance on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th ones. And another thing you have to take care of is the fact that once you start running this particular thread, make sure that the thread doesn't cut. If for any reason it cuts, kindly lose it and start afresh. Now after running these threads, the next thing we are going to do is to go to the table, smoothen it and do your normal cutting. I've done the cutting, and what I'm cutting out now is material for the sleeves. The sleeves are also going to have those pleats on it. So I went ahead and folded it this way, and I am going to give it the same notches I gave on the front, and I formed the creases for the sleeves, it is going to have 3 lines on it, or 3 pleats if we decide to call this pleat. So I've just repeated exactly what we did on the front, and I am going to fold the sleeves to the size. Then you are going to run thread on it. For me, I did industrial hemming on it. This is the back cape and the background fabric. This is the back and this is the front. So we are going to go ahead and join all these together, and this is the piping for the neck, and this will be the zipper for the shoulder, and of course this is my label. Now the first thing I normally do when sewing is to join the back cape to it, and I normally cut my back cape in such a way that it will be bigger than the back panel of the outfit, so that I can always trim it off. Now I will go ahead and place the background fabric and run thread on it. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so and turn on notification bell so that when next I upload any video, you will be the first to be notified. Kindly share this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are watching on Facebook, please do well to follow me. Like this video and share it widely. Do not forget to drop your comment on the comment section. Now, after fixing the back cape, the background, and of course my label, I'm going to put hemming gum this particular side. As you can see, one side is now open, and whereas I laced hemming gum on the other side, which is going to have the zipper. So I am going to join the zipper part of it just this way with basting stitches, whereas I will do my normal turning on the right hand side. Remember, the zipper is always on the left hand side. So you go ahead and do your joining. And after joining the shoulder, we are going to take it to the table, smoothing it and trim the neck, which I have just done. Then the next task is to loosen the basting stitches I ran on the left shoulder, so that we can now go ahead and pipe the neck before we fix our invisible zipper to the shoulder. The essence of fixing, or the essence of piping the neck first before fixing the zipper, is so that when you want to zip the zipper up, it will get to the end of the opening. But if you fix your zipper first, when you zip it up, the piping is going to hold it along the way. Then after piping it, we go ahead and smoothing the piping. Now it's time to fix our invisible zipper. This is me changing the double leg footer to a single leg footer, which is ideal for fixing invisible zipper to your outfit. Now this is how I'm going to place it, and I am going to run thread on the outer part of it after placing it this way. Mind you, this is the good side or the front of the outfit. I am facing the invisible zipper down, and I am running the first thread outside, so that by the time I flip it over, our zipper is going to face up. Now after doing that, we are going to zip it open and open the teeth further and run our thread, the second thread, in such a way the invisible zipper is going to be indeed invisible. When you get to the piping, you are going to shift your hand a bit in such a way that when you zip it up, you will not have difficulty the very place you have your piping. Now after doing that, we are fixing the second part of the zipper. Make sure that they are equal here. Make sure you place them equally, and then you run your thread. Now after running this very thread, when you open it, you are going to realize that this zipper is not really invisible. So for that reason, we are going to open the zipper and do exactly what we did on the first side of it, which is running the second thread while opening the teeth of the zipper the more. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Now we zip it up, and at this point we now have a neat invisible zipper fixed. Then you are going to cut this, leaving a small allowance for finishing. Then you are going to bend the zipper first. When you bend the zipper, then you now bend your piping and you top stitch on it. That is exactly what you are going to do on the second part. Bend your zipper, then bend the piping, and again you top stitch on it. In this way, by the time you zip it up, you will find out that your zipper goes to the end. Just like as you can see, it goes to the end. The piping is not stopping it on the way, unlike when you fix your zipper before you do your piping. Now I am fixing the sleeves. Now after fixing the sleeves, I have joined the sides as well. Now remember that this outfit has a band at the end of it, so I am measuring around the outfit and I have 42.5 inches. So with this 42.5 inches, we are going to make a band of, you can use any size of your choice, maybe 2 inches wide or 2.5 inches wide or 3 inches wide, depending on your choice. So I am going to use 2.5 inches in such a way that after joining it, I am going to have 2 inches remaining. Remember that what I did was to fold this material and joined the two ends, and so that I will have 42.5 inches round. And now I folded it. Remember that I interfaced it with hairstyle. So after achieving the band, I am now going to fix it to the outfit, and I'm going to get one of the sides, and I'm going to match the joining to one of the sides, and I will sew it round. After sewing it round, you have your outfit ready. Thank you for watching this video. Do well to give it a thumbs up if you got value from it. Share it widely. Drop your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you are watching on Facebook, please follow me, share the video, and drop your comments. See you on my next video.